Hey, what's up guys, it's me again, and I'm back with my new logo and a video on how I create it. So let's get to it. So our first color I used was lemon yellow, made with pigment was PY75. All these colors I used for my new logo is made with Daniel Smith watercolors. I use Winsor Newton hot press watercolor paper or just rough press watercolor paper for the cabochon / embellishments. Here is that lemon yellow, and for my color choices I have 12 separate colors with 66 color combinations. I really want to choose very simple colors and colors I liked for this one, and I always use lemon yellow because it's such a good yellow in my opinion. Look how it flows. And for our next color, powder orange made with pigment PO73. Get right on the screen. I also want a very vibrant orange, so I decided to go with powder orange because I have it in Core and Winsor Newton, and I never used a Daniel Smith one, and it did not let me down. It's almost exactly the same. I've honestly spent a lot of time making this video, so if you guys just joining in, or if you're a new subscriber, make sure you like and subscribe and follow for more. Oh, and make sure you hit that notification button. For our next color, it's gonna be Kodachrome Gold Deep. I prefer this Gold Deep compared to the regular one. For some reason, Core watercolor has the best one, but unfortunately it's discontinued, and this is kind of close to it, so yeah. See right here, look at this. This is why I love Kodachrome Gold, because it's orange and brown and yellow at the same time. See how it lines up? It's literally one of the best colors in my opinion. And for our next color, it's gonna be Elysium Crimson. It's hard for me to spell, guys. I wanted a light pink and a dark red for my palette, so this is the one I chose. I've honestly, after making this video and my logo, I definitely could have chosen different colors, but that's a lesson learned, so yeah. But look how deeply red this is. Oh, it's so good. And for our next color is Kodachrome Pink, made with pigments PV42. Like I said before, I need a light color, so I chose this Quin Pink because it was so bright and vibrant, and there's a huge difference between them, in my opinion. Blop. And there he goes. For our next color is Duochrome Cactus Flower. I wanted some sparkling effects in my painting, just like in my last one. So I decided to go with this Duochrome cactus flower to get that light purple next to the dark purple, which is pretty sure is next. Honestly, the color combos coming up, the duochrome cactus flower and the duochrome oceanic, did so great. I'm definitely keeping them in the next time I redo my logo or my masterpiece, you will say. As you can see, it's like very light, but that's what I liked about it. It was light, but if you look up close, super glittery. And then for our next color, it's going to be Imperial Purple, made with pigments PB19 and PB29. So this one's a very granulating color, very close to regular purple and close to Quinacridone Rose, if I'm correct. I did not have any other purple, and I only wanted to use Daniel Smith brand watercolor, so you know I could get that a shout out for them hopefully. So yeah, here goes the Imperial Purple. I do like this one. And for the next color, Paleo Blue Green Shade, made with pigment PB15.3. I wanted a nice sea blue. Next color is going to be Prussian Blue, made with pigments PB27. As I mentioned before, I wanted a light and a dark of each color. So this Prussian Blue is literally the darkest one in the Daniel Smith line. And it is a granulating watercolor. I've honestly had a lot of fun making this new, I'm calling it logo for now, this new logo, because I definitely come a long way from where I started, and you will see at the very end of the video on how much I changed. The blue depths of my despair. Our next color is Permanent Green Light, made with pigments PY3 and PG7. Green is my favorite color, so I decided to add the lightest green possible, and Permanent Green Light is that green. Alright, our next color is going to be the duochrome oceanic. Like I said, I also wanted another green in there, and this duochrome oceanic is literally my favorite one of the whole Daniel Smith line that I've used for this logo. It's a mix between green and blue, very close to mint, but with a dash of gold sparkle into it. The next color is the rich green gold, made with pigments PY129. My favorite green is the core watercolor green gold, and it's so great. And this Daniel Smith one is very close to comparison. I do regret putting it in because it's very close to yellow, and a lot of the color combos made with the rich green gold did not come through as I hoped to. But yeah, but see how great that green is? 10 out of 10. Alright, here's my finished palette. It's important to do palette and swatches when working with big projects, so you know what you're working with and you know how the color will react on the paper you're using. And here's me with my 66 color chart that I made. It's on 9x12 paper with 2 or 3 inch squares individually. So starting from the top to the bottom, we start with color combos lemon yellow, While doing this, I was very strapped for time, so I just skipped some boxes in between and go back to it. But look at the dual cactus flower and the lemon yellow. It was such a pink lemonade moment. The next color is going to be the lemon yellow and paleo blue green shade. I do highly recommend, if you have the budget, to use the same paper you're using to paint on to make the swatches. Because I decided to use the Canson extra large watercolor paper, and I used the Arches rough press watercolor paper, and the color differences were kind of drastic. So I do recommend using the same paper you're going to use in the painting. If not, it still works because you know where you're gonna look for in the color combos or your color swatches. We have the lemon yellow and permanent green light, one of my favorite ones. And let's zoom in. Here's what I'm talking about. That rich green gold was very close to the yellow I had, so a lot of the color combos of the rich green gold didn't make it because the difference between them were not that great. But honestly, anything mixed with lemon yellow is fantastic. For the next color is Pyro Orange with Alizarin Crimson and Dual Cactus Flower with Alizarin Crimson. As you notice, I switched the wording around because if the watercolor was lighter than the one for that row, I'll put the lighter one on top and the darker one at the bottom. For the sole reason, like I said, I'm doing color duos and combos, so I really want to showcase each color. Alright, our next color is gonna be the Pyro Orange with the Paleo Blue green shade. When I was doing these color combos, I learned a better way to swatch them, as you would see later on, but the way I was doing it was not it. Our next color is gonna be this Pyro Orange and Permanent Green Light. This one gave me the most trouble because the in-between color is brown, and I was trying to get a lot more green, so I had a lot of trouble blending. But like I said before, I've learned the secret to blending two different colors and making them look fantastic. Our next color is the Pyro Orange and Rich Green Gold. Quinacridone Gold Deep with this Quin Pink, Quinacridone Pink. The next color combo is the Quinacridone Gold with the Imperial Purple. Our next color duo is Quinacridone Gold Deep with Prussian Blue. This one came out really good, in my opinion. For our next one is the Dual Cactus Flower, the Dual Chrome Cactus Flower with Quinacridone Gold. It's very similar to the Dual Chrome Cactus Flower and Pyro Orange, but there's such a distinction. I had them both. Alizarin Crimson and Quinacridone Pink. And we're back to the Lemon Yellow. So Lemon Yellow and Quinacridone Gold Deep. The Lemon Yellow and Quinacridone Pink. Like I said, these top three shades with the pinks and reds are like different shades of lemonade. We have strawberry lemonade, raspberry lemonade, and just regular pink lemonade. For our next color duo, we have the Lemon Yellow and Imperial Purple. For the final color combo on the top row is Lemon Yellow and Prussian Blue. Like I said, these colors are very similar, so I should have chosen different lighter blue. Our next color combo is Lemon Yellow and Duochrome Oceanic. One of my favorite ones. I just wish I blended it better. Let's zoom in. So we have Pyro Orange and Quinacridone Gold Deep. Like I said before, they're very close. So yeah. Later on in the video, you see me putting little stars on this swatch paper, and what that indicates is that I'm not using those in my final piece. I'm using the one with the most distinction and the most color differences. Alright, we have Pyro Orange and Prussian Blue. Next up is Duochrome Oceanic and Pyro Orange, one of the cooler ones in my opinion. Such a lovely color combo, or duo. Our next color combo is going to be Quinacridone Gold Deep with Alizarin Crimson. Our next one is the Dual Cactus Flower and Quinacridone Gold. next one's gonna be Cardamom Gold Deep with Paleo Blue Green shade. Our next color duo is Cardamom Gold and Permanent Green Light. Rich Green Gold and Cardamom Gold. And our final color combo for this sheet, because guys, there's 2 sheets. It's going to be the Dual Cactus Flower and Lism Crimson. This is one of my favorite ones too. Guys, if my voice sounds super rough, it's because I have trouble speaking and I really suck at speaking in general, so sorry about that. And let's put some work into it. And there you go. Here's my first sheet of my color combos. And like right there, I'm showing you guys a lot of the colors are similar, like that Pyro Orange with the Prussian Blue and Paleo Blue Green shade. Alright, starting from the first box on top, it's going to be Lism Crimson and Imperial Purple. Also, I'm very sorry if the video is choppy. I worked on it for so long, I'm done editing as I'm doing this voiceover. Color is Lism Crimson and Prussian Blue. Our next one is the Duochrome Oceanic and Lism Crimson. Like I said, the Duochrome went with almost every color and made fantastic results, so I highly recommend for you guys to buy this one. Alright, next color is the Duochrome Cactus Flower and Cardamom Pink, one of my other favorite color combos. Next color is the Cardamom Pink with Paleo Blue Green shade. Our next color combo is going to be the Cardamom Pink with the Permanent Green Light. Unfortunately, this color combo was hard to do because it kept on going to brown. Then we have the Rich Green Gold and Cardamom Pink. I really like this one though, because it turned a little orange in the middle. Alright, our next one, Dual Cactus Flower and Prussian Blue. Alright, sorry guys if you have a little big jump there. I lost some of the footage, so that's why. But I also did a little double by accident on the color, so sorry about that. We have the Duochrome Cactus Flower with the Duochrome Oceanic, one of my other favorite ones. It was the purple one, the Paleo Blue with Imperial Purple. Then the one next to it was the Permanent Green Light with Imperial Purple. And we're up to the Rich Green Gold and Imperial Purple. And now we have the Permanent Green Light and Paleo Blue Green shade. If you see the end of my results, I decided to get rid of 2 colors, and that's going to be this Rich Green Gold and Paleo Blue Green shade. This Duochrome Oceanic with Prussian Blue was one of the good ones as well. Alright, Lism Crimson and Paleo Blue. alizarin crimson, and permanent green light. Rich green growth and alizarin crimson. We have the Credactum pink with imperial purple. Credactum pink and Prussian blue. Duochrome Oceanic and Credactum pink. Like I said, guys, if you look at the swatch, the Oceanic was so good with every color. Duochrome Cactus Flower and Imperial Purple. I had to go back because the purple was not deep enough. Duochrome Cactus Flower and Paleo Blue Green Jade. Just cleaning up the edges just a bit. Alright, the Duochrome Cactus Flower and Permanent Green Light. Like I said, I'm skipping that box because I accidentally did a double. Our next color is the Duochrome Cactus Flower and Rich Green Gold. Imperial Purple and Prussian Blue. Duochrome Oceanic and Imperial Purple. Pale Blue and Prussian Blue. This one's the one that didn't make it, if I'm correct, because they're so close to each other. Duochrome Oceanic and Paleo Blue Green shade. And sorry guys, again, I lost some of the footage. So we did the Permanent Green Light and Prussian Blue and Rich Green Gold with Prussian Blue. And there's my clear swatches. And here's a little extra color swatch I'm talking about. Alright guys, this ends the first section of this video. And we're on to the cutting and preparation section. So yeah, let's get to it. You're gonna need some pencil, tweezers, scissors, an X-Acto blade. They have swivel blades and ceramic knives. Off screen, I did my clear combos that I chose, as you can see. It was so majestic. And I did them on the alternative paper, the Arches Rough Press watercolor paper. And I did them in 3-inch squares, 1-inch squares, and 2-inch squares. And also off screen, I decided to write my logo name because it would have taken too long to record. It was done in watercolor as well, and some white colored pencil for the highlights. Here is the shapes I'm going to be cutting today. And this is my my draft, my whole idea. Alright, let's start off with the 3-inch squares. With a colored pencil or pencil, you really should draw out the shape you will like first. As I'm doing here. I also have to draw these inner parts and smaller parts. Get to have a self-healing mat. It will save your table from so many scratches from the X-Acto blade. And here's one of the mistakes I did, guys. I highly recommend when cutting something inside and out, you cut the innards first, because as you can see, you have to struggle more by cutting the innards last, especially if some of the pieces are tiny. As you can see with the X, I decided to do the innards first because I learned my lesson. Also, I did this in the span of like a day or two with no sleep at all. I put like whole nighters just to do this cutting because it took so long. And with your tweezers, you want to pick it up. I recommend the tweezers for the sole reason that you're going to be touching these pieces, you're going to be moving them a lot. So to keep them clean and pristine and easier to handle, definitely get the tweezers. Some different sizes will be helpful. I also recommend getting extra X-Acto blade knives because I went through like 6 blades for this piece. Alright, and there you go. I finished the first one. Here it is. It looks so great. And you just repeat the process until you're done. So here's the second card. And like I said before, you want to cut the innards first because it's easier in the long run. And then here's the cutting of the outwards. Got a little stuck. And there you go. There is the second one. Doop. And we repeat the process as many times as needed. Innards, outwards, and the other ones. I really did enjoy making these, I don't know what I will call them, but like these cabajons / embellishments. Little painstaking work, but I enjoyed it. Alright, I'm up to the 1 inch by 1 squares, and there are so many of them, and here's a little montage. If you decide to do something similar to mine's, I recommend cutting them to 3 slices each, so when you do turn the paper, it's a little more easier. Doop. 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 And that ends the cutting portion of this video. And here are all the embellishments I made. It took me so long. As you can see, guys, I'm placing them down first. I highly recommend that you place them down and decide on where you want them to be, because everything is not set in stone just yet. Because if you glue them down and you want to move them later, you really can't. So that's what I'm doing here. And like I said, use the tweezers because you're gonna move these around constantly until you get the right flow or the right imagery you want for these. You see I'm making like multiple different choices, moving them around until I get them to the position I like. Alright, I decided I wanted them to be like this. If you look at the end product, they are slightly shifted, and that's because the way I move them. Alright, the products I use is going to be this line cone pH neutral acid free glue. I use this one because it's archival, and if you don't know what archival means, it means that it's going to last a very, very long time. Did I say that was archival? I think I did. And you're going to need a paint dish. I got this at Black Art, or something to hold the glue in, because you want to mix it with some water. Yes, guys, you want some free water. It's in this spray too, because I don't have any other place to put it in, because you want to mix it with the glue. I also have this liquid frisket as one of my heavy items, and this jar. I'm gonna put the liquid frisket on top of my pieces and put a jar on top of the frisket to weigh them down. And you need some small brushes. I'm using a square, I think 1.5 and 0. You want to mix part water, 1 and 1 parts water and glue. And there is me gluing one of them. Here's what I mean, that you want them to be pressed down so the paper doesn't buckle as much and dries properly. Alright, I'll see you in a bit. And there it is. Everything is glued down. And I did have some pieces left over. It's always good to have more pieces than less, because you have more options on the design of whatever you're working on. If you guys are doing something similar to mine or something completely different. Alright, and next to the little pieces, this one was the most grueling because these ones are so much smaller. And this is where I decided to add a little more dimension by adding some on the top and at the bottom, so it's more elevated. The Archie's rough press watercolor paper already elevates it by a ton, but this is another way you can do it by putting them on top of each other. And like I said before, you don't want to glue them in, you want to set them around, move them around so you get the feel of it. When I was working on this, I was falling in love with everything I did, because honestly, any alteration I did, I enjoyed. Oop. I hope you guys are enjoying this video. I know this video is kind of long, but recording this and doing everything was much longer, and it doesn't seem as long. Trust me. So you guys, you have to be very meticulous when doing this. Alright, I decided on some of the placements. Like I said, it did change later on because of the movement of the heavy items and how I had to dry them. Alright, there you go. After 80 to 100 hours of hard work, I finished. Look how majestic my logo is. I went somewhere to get professionally photo taken, so shout out to Neil if he's watching this. Thank you very much for taking the picture of it. I worked so hard on it and I'm very glad. And for some reference, guys, here's my old logo. Look how awful it is. And here's the new one. It's amazing. Make sure you like and subscribe for more. See you next time. I was a quick, wet boy diving too deep for coins.